الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته قولديال iyo dhagmaalayaal kulan faylamin fayla ka dhawaada barnaamijka Arimaha Caalamka wararka weyn ka jiran waliba kubadaha Michael Dart warsaxaafeedka Xamaas ka saartay weeraraya qadii Israa'iil 24 saac la dhaafay waliba ka dhiyana shujaciyo barnaamijka Sinkayna qodobada kale Sinkay waliba kubadaha taliyaha amniga Israa'iil Tiora Ireland iyo waliba usana ku dawhay sida hoggaanka Israa'iil oo guul dareysan inuu fahmo nooca dhabtay dagaalkii oo kala jiran Xamaas barnaamijka Sinkayna qodobada kale Sinkay waliba kubadaha duqeyna dheeriya waliba ka daran Lubnaan hadaba eeriyada Lubnaan iyo la eri waa caasimada Beirut iyo weerarada ka daran barnaamijka Sinkayna qodobada kale Sinkay waliba kubadaha UK iyo ka bilowday doorashada salaam filaan waqtigii la filayay la kordhig barnaamijka yaa hasiin ku gudbiyana qodobadaasi warar kale iyo Sinkayna min fayla barnaamijka Arimaha Caalamka wartalka arlada la darartan taariikhda waliba ay keedinta 4 July doorashada baarlamaanka UK iyo waliba iyo markaasii la hormariyay waqtigii iyo bilowda lahayti iyadoo waqti hore bal saadaalay xisbiga mucaaradka markaasii shaqaalaha in guliyeen iska deeri karo doorashada kuriyada markii shalay xisbiga talada hayo saqiradi guul daro ka hor intii uu markaasii tirinin bana goobaha idbiyawka ama idbiyalka iyo ka dhigan in xisbiga shaqaalaha ku guuleysan doona kuraastan ka baanayay baarlamaanka markii uu soo koray taariikhda Ingiriiska Keira Starmer oo mudane ka tirsan aqalka baarlamaanka isla markaasna hogaamiyaha xisbiga shaqaalaha iyo waliba isla kuwada in sunagada ra'iisul wasaaraha Britain walina uu bedelo doona Rishi Sunak barnaamijka iyo Sinkayna waa barnaamijka ya la darartan saaxiibyal bal qodobka xiga ee barnaamijka kulkana waliba fiiriyana Xamaas oo warsaxaafada ka saartay weerarada iyo qalalaasaha ka daran Israa'iil cutubyo ka tirsan ciidamada Xamaas iyo waliba iyo warsaxaafada ka saarana bartiyoona ka baahiyana weerarada dagaal oo ciidanka Israa'iil kala galeen Gaza gaar ahaan xaafada Shujaciyo ee soo sheegan in markaasii weeraradii oo ka dhashin howlgala gaadmo iyo ka dileen Saraakiil iyo askar ka tirsan ciidanka Israa'iil kaya qalalaasi ka darata maamulka Ruto iyana inta badan dhaleeceen lahanjeediyahay hadaba aadan barra ducaale wasiirka gaashaandhiga Kenya waliba uu soo warsuus biig sheegay in xaaladaha siyaasadeed wadanka jiran marba ka dhiyaan xitaa xilligii election-ka ama doorashadii June Ruto iyo ka tilmaamay in dhibaatooyin haan u dhowdiyaan taasoo markaasii qiraasa isdifaacida maamulka Ruto iyo xubnoosha
security agents, the people who hired guns, the people who killed, maimed, destroyed property on Tuesday last week, Thursday last week, Tuesday this week, under the camouflage of joining our vital voices from the agencies, they will be dealt with. There's no place for impunity in our country.
But will there be arrests? I mean, will we see action?
You wait for this space. They will be arrested. When I tell you impunity should not have a place. When you steal, when you maim, the organizer, the financier, is as guilty as the person who did that.
Faransa says, in light of recent events where rogue police officers have been caught on camera shooting civilians during the Gen Z protests, what immediate action is the government taking to investigate and hold these officers accountable?
I think there are many institutions, including IPOA, Kenya National Human Rights Commission, civil society groups, the police themselves in their internal, parliament may be in its own way. All these will be investigated, but we must also investigate. You have seen the video going around, the way a police officer was being handled in Bondo.
Terrible.
He's a Kenyan. So even those who mishandled law enforcement officers, they must face the full force of the law, the way any law enforcement officer who commits a crime, who killed a citizen of our country, outside the law must be there too.
Including that sniper who was...
No, in fact, the sniper, we are looking for who the sniper was.
Will you get him?
Yeah, if it was from government, we'll get him. We have CCTV cameras. I think we have taken, the DCI has taken his special squad, and I'm sure we'll come to the bottom.
Very good.
But the police officer has been injured.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's a sniper.
Anonymous says, do you have CCTV footage of protesters invading Parliament?
Yes.
You have those?
Yes. That's why the DCI is looking for all the guys who went and insurrected the chambers.
The 40 people?
Yes, and let me come back to what happened on Tuesday is exactly what happened at the U.S. Capitol Hill on the 6th of January.
2021.
Many died.
Yes.
Many of Trump's supporters were killed.
Yeah.
Many. I'm not justifying that ours should be killed. Many of them, over 500 to close to 1,000, are in jail. The National Guard, the Washington National Guard, were in Capitol Hill, like the military, in Capitol Hill for about 6 months.
The police killed as well.
A policeman was also killed.
Yeah.
So we must protect democratic institutions from hooligans. The JNCs, the vital forces, wanted maybe to occupy the open space between the mausoleum and Parliament. But these gangs and, who have been hired, and on that Tuesday, let me say it here, on that Tuesday outside the JNCs, there was a systematic plan to ban Parliament, to ban Supreme Court, and maybe the whole of the government square, and then go to State House. God has saved. Kenya Defense Forces, our security agents, did good work to make sure they saved those institutions.
So what you're saying is you made the right call?
The Constitution made the right call. I think the framers of our Constitution created checks and balances.
But you made that call that evening.
Yes, as the chairman of the Defense Council, in consultation with the CDF and the Commander-in-Chief, we invoked the articles in the Constitution, the section in KDF Act, to make sure that our country does not slide into chaos because of greedy, wicked politicians and their agents and their financiers. And they know themselves, and I'm sure they're watching me tonight.
They're watching?
I am sure they're watching me. Some in the previous administration, some even in our current administration.
So what do you tell them? That was the right call?
We are telling them that we know them and we will not allow them to cause mayhem, destruction, and death in our country. A country we all love together. Kenyans must have peace. We are one of the peaceful. We are an island of peace in our region, in our continent, and globally. William Ruto, our president, has profiled Kenya to a status that it has never been in the last 1 year.
And yet?
So there are many people around, who are jealous of what he's doing. But they have to live with him. He's going to change Kenya, by the way. William Ruto will change Kenya.
And yet the hashtag Ruto must go?
Now that I told you, that is from people who lost elections, who have not recovered from the loss. Wamalwa, Kalonzo, Musyoka, Babu Owino, Sifuna, I'll name them. There are many.
Not Gen Z?
No. Gen Z had a valid, vital concern, which the president has addressed. And we should not mix. Even those who want to destroy our country. So if Kenya today goes to the dogs, so which people are they going to lead? And I really want to ask our citizens tonight, as a Minister for Defense, humbly, our beautiful voices have raised concern. We condole with the families that lost their loved ones. We sympathize with those who are injured. We sympathize with those who lost their property. Kenya is for all of us. Let us protect, despite our divergent views and opinion, let us protect our country.
guud ahaan barnaamijka Arimaha Caalamka ee dalka Ireland inta jiraan